Good morning or good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to a new edition of Smart Talks by Mespack. This time it's a pleasure for us to present this webinar by the hand of Famartec, one of our stellar partners. I am Monica Cuatracasas, the Communication Manager at Mespack, and nice to greet you. And today we are delighted to have you join us for this session entitled Innovative Packaging Solutions for Pharmaceutical and Nutraceutical Industries, where we will know more about the partnership between Mespack and Famartec and how we can provide and support you on turnkey and customized solutions for this segment. This webinar is scheduled approximately to last in 45 minutes and will be presented by our experts, Oscar Salgado, Pharma Product Sales Manager at Mespack, and Michelle Sacani, Head of Sales and Business Development at Famartec and Curti Packaging Solutions. Following the presentation, we will allocate about 10 minutes for questions and answers. So please feel free to submit your questions during the session through the questions and answers section that you can find it below. The session will be recorded, and this will be shared to those who have registered later. Okay, so now, let me introduce you Oscar Salgado from Mespack. With over 25 years of experience developing industrial projects and 7 years at Mespack, Oscar has held various key roles, currently serving as Pharma Product Sales Manager. He has worked extensively across different positions, gaining deep expertise in developing innovative packaging turnkey solutions to the pharmaceutical industry. Oscar's throughout understanding of packaging technologies combined with his focus on regulatory compliance and quality makes him a trusted expert in the field. We look forward to his insights on the latest trends and challenges in the pharmaceutical packaging. Good morning, Oscar. How are you today?
Hi, Monica. Thank you very much for the nice introductions. It's very nice to be with you here this afternoon.
It's a pleasure for us. And now I'd like to introduce our other speaker, that is Michele Sacani from Famartec. Michele is a accomplished professional with a strong background in the packaging sector and currently serving as Head of Sales and Business Development at Famartec at Curti Packaging Solutions. And with over 10 years of experience in the industry, Michele has developed a deep expertise in the design and implementation of advanced packaging solutions. His focus on cutting-edge technologies and customer-oriented service has allowed him to lead successful projects in packaging industry. Good morning, Michele. Glad you are here
Hello.
today.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all. Thanks for participating to this Smart Talk.
That's a really pleasure for us. Thank you both for your contribution to this session. And with nothing further to add, let's proceed to the presentation to this webinar. Now, today, we are covering different topics about innovative packaging solutions for pharma. But first, let me explain you the alliance of Mespack between Mespack and Famartec very quickly. So we have alliance and a partnership between both companies in order to provide special solutions and turnkey projects for the pharmacy and nutraceuticals industry. So we integrate solutions for primary packaging, secondary packaging, and as well end-of-line packaging or solutions that you need. So you will explain the project, and one interlocutor will be the person to lead the project for you. And from February of 2023, both companies, Mespack and Famartec, became partners, introducing the turnkey solution special project at Interpack, was the first one in pharmacy industry that Oscar will explain you later. Okay, so now let me first introduce you a quick Mespack overview just for you to know who we are and very quick, and then we will pass through the pharma specific sector. Okay, so Mespack is headquartered in Barcelona and is a global leader in flexible packaging and equipment for consumer packaged goods. And we are known for our innovation in creating especially sustainable packaging solutions. And Mespack has been part of Duravan since 2015. Duravan is a leading player in the world of industrial equipment, headquartered in Illinois, in US. Duravan is a global engineering equipment company with manufacturing, sales, and service facilities through North America, Europe, and Asia. So Duravan offers immediate and lifelong aftermarket support across different sectors that you can see here in this slide with different companies around these sectors, different companies and different brands. Regarding Mespack, Mespack was established in 1994 as horizontal form, film, and seal manufacturer, and has evolved into a global one-stop shop with extensive services, with a sales team in over 90 countries and regional service centers, ensuring prompt access to parts. We boast in the industry largest product portfolio with 380 employees across 17,700 square meters of facilities. Our production centers are in Spain, the US, and India. We offer solutions for various industries, including food, beverage, pet food, pharmaceuticals, that is for why we are here today, and personal care, home care, and additionally, we serve industries such as lawn and garden, agriculture, tobacco, automotive, among others. So at Mespack, just before to pass through Oscar's presentation, so our talented engineering team designs customized integrated solutions for primary, secondary, and end-of-line processes. So you will see here that we can offer you a lot of solutions depending of your needs. So this marks the beginning of the introduction of Mespack, providing you the opportunity to familiarize a little bit yourself with who we are. And now it's a pleasure to pass the floor to Oscar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. This is once again a nice pleasure to be here this afternoon and to have the opportunity to introduce our attenders to our pharma lines at Mespack. Let me start basically, let me jump here to the slide. Puedes pasarla tú. Okay, let's start talking about pharma. We lead pharma. And how we lead pharma at Mespack? Well, basically in the same way as we live with the rest of our lines. In a very nice way, telling that with more than 30 years of experience manufacturing machines for all kinds of applications, for very different products and very different formats. So based on that experience, we have developed also our exclusive line for pharma applications, fulfilling with the highest standards of the pharma industry. It's important to mention that right now, Mespack had the biggest portfolio in primary packaging, very focused on flexible packaging. But also we have developed our own secondary line that, including trustable partners like Famartec, give us the opportunity to offer you complete line solutions, as we can do it right now, not only in the pharma industry, but also in other sectors. Creo que no tiene control. Okay, as you know, Mespack is well known for the horizontal applications. And in terms of pharma, I have to mention that we have redesigned completely our line for 4-size seal sachets, very focused in our H series. And we're not talking about a simple redesign in terms of restyling the machine. No, what we did was to redesign in terms of adequate our equipment to fulfill with the pharmaceutical standards to produce basically four-size seal sachets and others. You can see here two examples of these new design of our machines. Also, following the trends of the market, we have developed also stick pack machines for the pharma industry, especially for liquid formulations. In that sense, we have created our MSPH series, which is a stick pack machine 100% for pharma applications, either for powders or liquid or granulate products. This machine covers completely all the requirements of the pharma industry. But in other cases, for example, in nutraceuticals, or also when we talk about energy drinks, we have customers that like to have the benefits of the pharma configurations, but they cannot. They don't want to have a full machine like the MSPJ series. In that way, we have also the MSC series, which can also adapt it for pharma applications, basically nutraceuticals and others, okay, with very good results also producing stick packs. And for those ones that want to have big productions on four-size seal sachets, we have also our ML series, which is a multi-lane machine to produce four-size seal sachets in a very big quantity. Combined, we can say that Mespack can produce also secondary packaging machines like our MCP series that basically are picking models for American cases to manipulate all kind of products like cartons, doy packs, or any other. And also we have our SCM series, which is a machine that has been decided for those one of you that produces sachets in strings, like four-size seal sachets in strings or stick packs in strings, and you want to place it inside an American case. This SCM model is basically a model designed for that purpose, to put strings on cartons. And as you can see here, we have an example of different machines from Famartec that Michele will explain just later in detail. Famartec, as Monica had mentioned before, is a company quite specialized in carton machines, but also in other applications for pharma secondary packaging. But important is that combined Mespack and Famartec can offer you a nice range of applications for turnkey projects. Well, we have here some examples of our solutions for four-size seal sachets, starting with the traditional three-size seal, the four-size seal sachet, an example of a string of four-size seal sachets, and something which is very common and very popular in the cosmetic business, which are the four-size seal sachet with top spout. Also, we can create systems to count and group all these pouches and directly prepare for the next process, which is the cartoning. In the same way, this is something nice to show you. We are not only producing simple four-size seal sachets, we can produce four-size seal sachets in twin presentation, but something very interesting for some companies, we can produce also four-size seal sachets with double membrane, double chamber, like you can see in this example in this picture. And also we have a very special four-size seal sachets with intermediate membrane. What's that proposed? Well, for example, in some cases, when you have a freeze-drying product and you want to keep it dry until the moment of consumption, you can have this freeze-drying product in a chamber, and in a secondary chamber have a liquid formulation. Then the user, with a simple pressure on the pouch, breaks the membrane, allowing the product mix it with the liquid and be ready to drink it in just before he needs to drink it, okay? In the same way, we have different kinds of applications for a stick pack coming from the traditional stick pack. We can do also rounded pouches, shapes, and also applications with frontal spout, also for cosmetic purposes. Do the same like in our primary and in our horizontal lines, grouping and counting, and send it to the cartoning process. We know how important is the treatment and the manipulation of your product. And we make here a very important effort to design a complete different system of filling devices that are focused on the pharma applications, starting with the auger fillers that we can work up to 1 gram, or we can do also micro doses below 1 gram, also with auger fillers. We have also designed the spatial flow meters under the sanitary standards, and we have also piston fillers for some special products. We know that in some countries it's very important manipulate different products like pellets, and in that way we have also a line of equipments to include in our machines to those micro doses of pellets, as well as tablets or capsules in our machines. What else? In our complete pharma line, either for the vertical or horizontal applications, we can include also printing devices such as thermoprinters, inkjets, or UV lasers. We can integrate also camera systems for read the barcodes of the reels. We can also get control on the information of the batches, and in general terms, also get control on the quality of the pouches. And something interesting maybe for you is that we can also include thermal cameras. Thermal cameras is a new technology that allow us to get control on the quality of the seals, not only when we are manufacturing the pouch, but also when the pouch is closed, in order to determine potential leakages if we work with liquid applications, for example, or contaminations around the seals. This is something that also we can apply for you. In between our equipments, between the primary packaging and the secondary packaging, we can also integrate different devices like check weighing for single or multi-lane applications. We can include also for the right after for the cartoners tamper evidence. And in some cases, when we are allowed to manipulate the product by vacuum feeders, we can also include vacuum feeders to feed the hoppers, taking control of your product. It is very important to mention too that these pharma lines, horizontal and vertical, fulfill with all the pharmaceutical standards and regulations we have designed it in order to get fulfillment of the GMP standards, GMP 5, and for sure the 21 CFR Part 11. We can also help you develop your protocols for DQ, IQ, OQ, and support you on the PQ. And if you want it also, you can get our support for the validation of your master plan. Now, let me go in a concrete example. Here we have a machine for liquid applications. It's a stick pack machine integrated with a counting and grouping system, and for sure a cartoning machine coming from Famartec. Let me start first of all talking about our vertical machine. This is our MSPH 300, 4 lanes. It's a machine that has been designed to work full servo. The construction is complete inox, 304 for the general components, but 316L for the components in contact with the product. Even when we can see here the hopper in the top of the machines, we can also provide these hoppers at the ground level, place it in trolleys in order to make it easier, the cleanness of the hoppers, and also to reduce the height of the machine, which is very important when we talk about labs where we want to integrate this machine. For sure, we can produce stick packs, and something important to know is that we can produce with our model MSPH 600 up to 840 sticks a minute. We have here this table with different models of machines. We can start with the MSPH 300 2 lanes up to the MSPH 614 lanes. And we have also an additional model, which is not included in this table, which is the MSPH 1000. But independently of the different models that we have, something important for you to know is that when we talk about liquid applications, the minimum width that we can work or where we start working is 17 millimeters width, okay, for liquid applications. And also something important is that if you can see in the most of the cases, or let's say in all the way with all our machines, The standard output is about 70 cycles a minute, which performs a very nice machine in terms of speed. Well, let's go deep and let's see how this integration has been done. Okay, let me move forward. You can see here the final result. The final result is a stick pack. It's a carton with 12 stick packs. The stick packs are producing in our MSPH 300, 4 lanes. As you can see here, we have a picking and counting model by means of a Delta robot, which is manipulating the stick packs directly in a bucket conveyor that goes directly to the cartoning machine. And the cartoning machine is, in this case, model E1 from Famar. And the best way to show how this works is by means of this video. I hope that Michele can help me also explaining the part of the cartoning machine. Let's start.
Of course.
We can see here a general view of our MSPH 300 along with the picking system. You can see here the construction and the performance of the machine. In this case, the machine produces a stick pack with a liquid formulation, 4 lanes at 70 cycles per minute, producing 260 stick pack a minute. We have here these bucket conveyors towards the picking model, where a Delta robot will collect it, count it, and group it directly in the conveyor of the cartoning machine. Then, once we have the right quantity of stick packs, we move forward to the next station, which is the cartoning machine.
Yes, here we see the picking of the carton box and the insertion of the sticks into the box itself, with the closing of the box, in this case with tack-in application. And this is, of course, the exit belt from the machine.
We have here once again the general view of the installation. It is important to mention that this solution is very compact, okay, and can fit in any kind of a space in a pharma lab. Then talking about our HFF series for HFF series, we have here a general view of our horizontal machine. In this case, we are looking at H180 FA to produce 4 size seal sachets. Okay, and this is the traditional machine that you are used to see from Mespack in different applications. And we can see the same. We can go directly to a video where you will see how this machine integrated with a Famar cartoning machine looks like. Okay, we are going to produce, in this case, 4 size seal sachet for a pharma powder in a machine H320 in quadruplex configuration. We have here a general view of the machine. We're starting by the unwinding system. So right after we pass to the forming area, where we are making the vertical seals and the bottom seal. We are turn notching in these 4 stations. Then we pass to the individual cut of the sachets, and we start with the filling of the powder inside. Then, by means of a pick and place system, we are gonna place the sachets directly in a bucket system, where we are counting and accumulating the sachets before we drop it directly in the bucket conveyor of the cartoning machine. In the way to the carton, keeping in mind that this is a powder, what we are going to do is we are going to equalize the pouches in order to have a flat and standard form of all the pouches. The quantity that is going to be inserted are 10 pouches, and previously to the cartoning machine, we are going to rotate the pouches in order to orientate in the right way in accordance to the carton the pouches. And then we have here the cartoning machine again.
Yes, here again we have the carton forming and the pile of the sachet being introduced. We have also the camera that is counting that the number of sachet is correct. As you can see, here is the leaflet introduction. We may have different kind of leaflet. In this case, is pre-folded with an inspection camera that is controlling that the leaflet is going to be put into the cart. This is the carton magazine, and finally here the closing on both sides of these boxes, again through a tack-in closure. This is again the exit with the final product to get to the end of line of the customer.
And finally, for those customers that the production of a horizontal machine is not enough, that they are looking at high production, we have also our ML series for 4-size seal sachets that can be used for powder, granulates, or liquids, and with a high production of sachets. We will see an example of this machine later to show you an integration, once again, a complete integration with Famar. Very important to mention is that all our pharma line includes our digital platform, Athena. Athena is a platform that allows you to collect information and to parameterize the machine and follow up the results of the machine. This digital platform, is also fulfilling with the 21 CFR 11 and the protocols required for it. So it's very important to mention that all the machines are interconnected through our Athena system.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Oscar. So it's a pleasure to be here to introduce also Famartec. Here you can see that Famartec is part of Curti Group. Both companies are historical companies in Emilia-Romagna, an important region in Italy, especially for the packaging. It's called the Packaging Valley. Both companies born in the middle, more or less, of last century. Curti Group start with the, let's say, in the sector of the military defense, and then diversified in the years its business, including the aeronautics sector, the energy sector, and finally also the packaging sectors. Famartec basically start from packaging and start with the automatic blister machines, and then developed the thermoforming machines. And actually, around the 1980s, start the expansion of the portfolio, including the cartoning machines. So basically, in the last 20-25 years, both Curti and Famartec developed their portfolio in these regards, and finally they decided to meet in 2015. That is the year when Curti purchased 100% Famartec company. From that point, basically there was an acceleration of the development in the packaging sector. And between the others, we can mention the starting of developing and selling integrated lines, and more and more high-speed machineries, especially in the cartoning application. In the last years, also we developed the new thermoforming machine, Tau 40, and we developed the middle speed continuous motion cartoning machine, A180C. In general, the Curti Group is a group that is counting today around 150 million turnover in terms of revenues and around more than 600 people working in the group. As mentioned before, Curti is owning a few daughter companies, and between these companies, of course, we can mention Famartec, that again, born in the packaging valley, so is specialized in the packaging application, especially for pharma, nutraceutical, and cosmetic business. Here you can check our, let's say, portfolio and the technologies that we are proposing in the market that are crossing over the sectors that you can see in the upper part of the slide. So you can see that the blistering machines have application mostly between pharma, nutraceutical, and cosmetic business. The thermoforming machine, more or less in the same way, including also on the food industry. And as you can see, the cartoning machines, horizontal and vertical, and all the end of line, considering case packing and palletizing, are transversal and are covering all these sectors that you can see, up to food and tobacco as well. Diving a little bit about our portfolio, again, you can see here our models of blistering and thermoforming machines, but today we are going to focus into such models that are of course interesting in the applications that we are let's say dealing with together with Mespack. We are talking about cartoning machines, we are talking about display box and top loading machines, and we are talking about end of line, so case packing and palletizers. So, deep diving into the solutions, the machines that you already have seen in the two previous videos is the A1 machine. A1 machine is a series of machines, horizontal machines that are, let's say, designed for the packaging of the pharmaceutical and cosmetic products, of course. Here, the machine is able to, let's say, manage pre-glued cartons with both reverse flaps and aeroplane flaps, and being able to manage also the different closure like tack-in closure and hot melt closure, and even we can manage both of them in the same box. The machine is completely servo-driven, so is equipped with a range of feeding system, being able to manage a different kind of product from vials to ampoules, sachet, sticks, blisters. So this is giving the main added value to this machine. So the versatility of this kind of application. Of course, the machine born in the pharma business. So this is why, and we will see later, it's a balcony style. So it's in accordance to all the norms and regulations that are driving this sector. Of course, is being integrated also with the serialization system and is able to be connected remotely with our engineers and with our technical assistants for any, again, assistance that is being occurred. As I said, the A1 is a series. This means that the same machine is divided into three different, let's say, models, A1, A1S, and A1SP. Basically, what is changing is the range and the maximum size of the box that such machine is able to manage. So starting from A1 with a maximum size that is lower than A1S, that is lower than A1SP. basically the machine having the same mechanical speed. Meanwhile, we increase the size of the carton box. At the same time, we decrease the speed. So the A1 model is able to manage smaller carton boxes with a speed up to 100 carton boxes per minute. A1S is able to manage bigger sizes with a speed up to 85 carton boxes per minute, and the A1SP is able to reach up to 65 carton boxes per minute, but with the boxes quite big, as you can see from the table. In general, let's say the process, as we have seen in the videos, is quite simple. So from the pickup of the carton boxes and the opening of the carton boxes, then we move toward the in-feed belt, in which we have the product insertion with a different kind of, let's say, technologies. In this case, there is also the elastic blade that is able to keep safely the product inside the box. Then we have the pushback unit, of course, to avoid that the product is coming out from the back of the box. And then the carton closure that, as we have mentioned before, can be regularly as a tuck-in or by hot melt, or both. There are some cases in which one side is closed by tuck-in and the other side is closed by glue. Then, of course, we have different kind of controls inside the machine. One example is the barcode reader and pharmacode reader, and the OCR, OCV camera. To let's say respect all the necessary accessories that are needed especially in the pharma business to check all the data that are relevant for the box, like the expiration, like the batch, the production batch, and the, let's say, the matching between the leaflet and the product and carton box. And then, of course, there is the exit belt coming from which the boxes are coming out. The leaflet, as mentioned before, can be in different ways. The booklet that usually is put over the product in the in-feed belt, being put and inserted into the box and remaining in the upper side. Then there could be a leaflet that is, let's say, put all around the product and could be pre-folded or flat, and in this case need to be folded into the machine thanks to the GUC folding device. Another device that is installed is the carton coding unit. As we know, the coding is necessary for this application, also for the food application. So we need there is the possibility to put the embossing system with dry or inked punches. Or the inkjet printer system, of course. It's possible also to put somehow the laser application, but outside the machine. Day one is coming, let's say, is following the Mespack, let's say, process machine and primary packaging machine, let's say. After day one, there is the possibility also, sometimes the request of the customer is to put such small boxes, small cartons into a bigger carton box or even a tray. So it happened to provide to customer a top loader application, the C13, that is a top loading machine, which have the peculiarity to insert to work, of course, with a flat bank box, and is going to insert the product that in this case are small boxes. Meanwhile, the forming of the big box. So the forming of the box is made thanks to the insertion of these small cartons. And this is giving, of course, a good performance, not only in terms of speed. This machine is able to reach up to 50 boxes per minute, but also in terms of layout and footprint. After the A1 or after the C13, then we find the case packing. The case packing that could be side load, like in this case the HCP312, that is able to reach up to 12 cases per minute. It is available also in two versions: the fully mechanical, let's say more let's say, economical version, and the one with the servo motors. And of course, the case closure could be by adhesive tape or hot melt, with the possibility also for the pre-arrangement for the aggregation, let's say. Another, let's say, version of the case packing is the top load case packer, the C35BS. This machine is have the peculiarity that apart from all the potential accessories and optional that have, like the leaflet feeding system, the possibility to put the interlaying, the interlayers between the layers of the boxes, the labeling, of course, machine, the strapping machine, that is another kind of reinforcement for the closure. Then, as I said, the real value of this machine is made by having integrated into the machine the palletizing module. That could be one or could be two modules with a Kawasaki, let's say, anthropomorph pick and place. I give the word to Oscar.
Yes, thank you once again. And now this is something basically something that I have developed these days just to show you a complete solution, a turnkey solution, starting from the primary packaging up to the palletizing. Here in this example, what we have is a ML machine 1200 of 10 lanes. In the left side of the layout, you can see the machine. Then we have here a conveyor system that links our ML machines with a multi-lane check weigher. And right after the check weighing of the pouches, because this machine produces 4 size seal sachets, we have our pick and place model, which is grouping and counting the sticks. And when we have these the right quantity of a stick by carton, we transfer this group of sachets to the E1 cartoner machine. Right after, in this layout, the cartoning machine, what we have is a carton check weigher, and after that, a tamper evident. And once we have closed completely the carton, this tamper evident is directly linked with the HCP 312 case model from Famar, okay, to make the configuration of the cases with the cartons inside. And potentially right after, we can have a system by means of a cobot or through the application of Famar to carry out the palletizing. This is important. Two important points on this layout. First of all, is that the footprint of the layout, which is very compact. We have the whole process from primary packaging up to palletizing in approximately 16 meters long. Okay, but also keeping in mind that the importance of the height of the equipments in the pharma applications, the height of this complete line is not more than 3 meters complete. Okay, you can see here below the image of the different elements of the line and how we integrated in between them and the total height of the line. And something much more important, two more important points. The first is that we use in the complete line the same architecture for all the equipments that can be and driven all together by our antenna system. And very important for you, which is something really interesting. You don't have to go to Italy, or you don't have to be jumping in between suppliers of the different elements to make the FIT. The complete reception of the line is done in Barcelona, in our premises here in Barcelona, where we carry out the FIT. and you can try completely the solution, the turnkey project before we send it to your factory. And this is a result of a very, very good alliance in between Famartec and Mespack, which make us able to produce and to integrate these turnkey solutions for you. And that's it. And finally, I want to show you some references of our companies worldwide that have trust on us for pharma application and also cosmetic applications that we were very happy working with them.
Okay. So, well, thank you both for your participation, Oscar and Michele. And the discussion about the turnkey solutions of pharma industry has been really insightful, providing value insights for this special segment. But now I would like to take the advantage that you are here to invite you to join us at Propac Asia Bangkok in June, where you will be able to see a complete turnkey solution between Mespack and Famartec working in situ at our booth. Okay, so will be the vertical machine plus a cartoning machine. So now we have the questions and answers section, and we have the audience engaged. So we will start with the first question, okay? So first question. We have some stick packs machines for pharma applications, and our main problem is that we cannot change the format width. We can only adjust the length of the sticks, and your stick pack machine has any advantage in this sense?
Well, it's a very good question, and this is a common problem with all the manufacturers of stick pack machines. It happens even to us with our stick pack machines for food applications where the change of the format width is not possible. However, when we decide this MSPH machine series, that one that was one of the challenges that we want to achieve. And we can say that yes, in the case of our stick pack machine, if we talk about liquid formulations, it is possible to play with the width of the sticks. We have developed a system with easy change of format that allows the plane, very important, inside the maximum width of the machine, to play with the different widths and number of lanes in the stick pack machine. Repeat, only when we talk about with liquid applications, it is possible.
Okay. Clear, Oscar. Thank you for your answer. We have more questions from the attendees. Remember that you have the questions and answer section that you can write your question, and we will answer direct with you with our speakers. Another attendee asks, which are the latest developments that you are studying in regards of stick and sachet application?
Yes, I can answer to this. Let's say that as we mentioned here, the one model is being, let's say, the one series is made by different models, and the reason of increasing also the capability of the box dimension management is also due to our let's say target to explore more and more this kind of sector, considering the sachet that could be also twin or triple, so the boxes are getting bigger. What we have done in the latest period is we are currently testing our let's say mid-speed cartoning machine, the A180. That is a machine currently working up to 180 boxes per minute in a continuous motion. Now we are testing this machine in an intermittent way that is being connected with let's say stick pack or sachet application. and we are testing up to 130 boxes per minute. So trying to cover even an higher range of speed, because as we have mentioned today, we are reaching up to 100 carton boxes per minute with the A1 machine. So we are testing right now in these weeks the A180 up to 130 boxes per minute to achieve the target to, let's say, increase also the capabilities of the required speed. As we are seeing today, nowadays, this business, also in the nutraceutical sector, is increasing a lot, and so we foresee that also the capability and the capacity required by the manufacturers to the manufacturers from the customers will increase accordingly.
Great. Thank you, Michele. We have more questions from the attendees. Another one is, in your video, we have seen that you transfer the sticks to the cartoner using a Delta robot. Is that the only system that you have for counting and grouping?
Sorry, I was just unlogged. It's a nice question. The transfer systems depends very much on the final configuration of the line. It depends very much on what the customer is looking for. In some cases, many customers wants to check weighing the product before we carton it. And in that sense, the manipulation of the pouches has to be done in a very different way. As we have seen in the layout, when we talk about, for example, an ML machine, or 4-size seal sachets, we can link it directly with a check weigher machine. And in that way, right after the check weighing, we are collecting the pouches also by means of a Delta robot. But in other cases, we can use also cascade system, as we have seen also in the second video, the video of the horizontal machine, where we directly collected the pouches coming from the horizontal machine. We drop it in a cascade system linked to the cartoner machine. Well, the answer is no. It's not necessary to be done by means of a Delta robot. Depend very much on the next process right after the primary packaging, how we collect and count and group the pouches or the stick packs before we send it to the cartoning machine. We are very open. I mean, our lines are customized lines, and we work a lot with the customers in order to find the best solution in accordance with their needs.
Perfect. Thank you, Oscar. We have another question that is, which are the advantages in considering for stick and sachet application a cartoon machine born for pharma industry?
Okay, thanks for the question. In this case, let's say that pharma machine normally take higher attention to hygienic aspects, let's say, in the sense that we can make some examples. For example, first of all, normally pharma cartoners are in balcony style compared to cartoners that are coming from other sectors. I was working also for a big group in the food industry, and so I can see the difference. The balcony styles means specifically that there is more attention to hygienic aspect, in the sense that if anything is breaking, so the product, the stick, the sachet, or whatever it is, the vial or the ampoule is breaking, then the product is not, let's say, falling into the parts of the machine, but is falling down there. So avoiding to, let's say, make a dirtiness that could be difficult to reset up again. One other example, further to the balcony style, could be some little adjustment that are significantly in the end different from the other industries, like for instance the use of the belt instead of the chains, that are giving more cleanliness and let's say even somehow going to give some advantage in terms of noise. So, as we know, in the pharma business, the machines are mostly working in closed areas, small rooms. So this is the principle that is giving to the pharma machines a different, let's say, attention to this kind of details.
Okay, thank you, Michele.
Thank you.
So, thank you both, Oscar and Michele, and thanks to all of you for your trust and for being here with us today. We invite you to contact Mespack as well as Famartec for any other questions that you have in other moment, and we can answer to you. So you can send us an email at marketing@mespack.com, and we will answer you either if it's for Mespack or Famartec. And looking forward to see you soon at our next Smart Talks, and have a great afternoon or morning, it depends of your country, and best regards. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
¿Estamos fuera? Hey,